A short 10 seconds recap. A couple of months ago I bought this 24/7 unseen, and it was in terrible shape. But I made a video on it, the Class 24 in general and how to thread it. Link is in the description. I reached out to Niels at Nijmachinist Vintage and Antique and he had this beauty. Like the 24/7, the 2432 is a threadle-based machine. It is a Singer, it is from 1923 and it is a 2432. And the 2432 is similar to the 2431. Not that that matters. Let's do a video on this machine then. First, some general information on the Class 24. The Class 24 is the only sewing machine that was marketed as a small and quiet industrial machine, but also as a small domestic machine and as a large toy at the same time. The production ran from the late 1800s to the 1940s. There were 15 to 80 variations for different applications. As you can see, there are some differences in the machines I have, the 24/7 versus the 2432 too. The 2432 and the 2431 are a bit tougher, capable of doing 2500 stitches per minute versus the 2000 with a 7. And a tighter stitch, 8 to 30 stitches per inch versus the wider 4 to 12 with the 24/7. The 2432 has an automatic tensioner and the 24/7 a manual. But it needs a 24x2 needle. But this test shows you I can run it with a 24x1 too. These 24x1 needles are still available, also known as a DHX1. The needle should be inserted with the flat side facing right and the groove on the left side. And now the threading. There are a couple of ways to thread the machine. Let me show an example. I have a separate video on threading the 2432. If you have a pin like this, open it and place the spool. Guide the thread underneath the automatic tensioner on top. Then even more left to the second tensioner, the manual one. Through the hole, underneath the rear of the tensioner between the discs. Then left through the bottom hole. Underneath this hook and then up. Through the hole on the needle bar. And then down through this hook. And finally through the needle, left to right. Well, finally, unless you have this type of foot, pass the thread through the hole. The 24 is a chain stitch machine, so you don't need a bobbin for a lower thread. The machine works like this. Before I end this video, it's good to mention two things. Nearly every other Singer sewing machine works by turning the balance wheel towards you. Not so much with the 24. Move the wheel away from you, not towards you. When you are done, pull the thread between the top of the machine and the needle. Only then release the material from underneath the pressure foot. There's a third thing too. Oil it. Even this tiny sewing machine still needs oil, like every other. There are at least 22 oiling points, according to the user manual. And when oil is applied, it will run smooth and perfect. Check out my other videos, like the video on the variations on threading the 2432.